Hey, you guys, it's April. I just finished up November maps, got everybody's email out, and noticed some patterns today in some AP responses that I'm getting. So in November, I had quite a few people that were placed on academic probation, but I got a lot of responses about why they were placed on academic probation. A lot of the feedback I got from you guys was about how, I really want to pass. I am a good student. I really want to be a good student, but I'm struggling. So I'm hearing that, I'm seeing that feedback. So I just thought I'd put together a really quick video to let you know that I see you struggling and I don't think it's okay. And it's my job to help you get past this point and to kind of teach you how to be a better student, how to do IA, how to not struggle so much. So that's what this video is going to be all about. So I sat down and I thought about what could be some reasons that you guys are struggling, and I came up with a few. Um, Maybe you're struggling because online learning is way harder than what you thought it would be. You came from a traditional school, you thought online school would be way easier and not so much work, and you found out that's actually not the case. Online learning is really difficult, it's really hard. You have to be self motivated, you have to set some goals, and that's hard to do. Maybe you're struggling because keeping up with the LPC is just impossible. You think it's just so much work, it's difficult, it's hard to do. That could be a reason that you're struggling. Maybe you just hate this class. You don't like civics, or you don't like world history, you don't like P&W, but you need it to graduate. So you understand that I have to pass, but man, it's hard to do. Maybe you have sisters or brothers at home that you have to watch, or maybe you are holding down a job. Maybe you have a child of your own at home. So there could be a lot of things going on in your life that is preventing you from being the best student that you could be. So I hear all that. As an adult, I have to balance this job, my personal life, my husband, my family, my husband's family, friends. It gets to be a lot. So I definitely understand that this is all about finding a balance. But I think to really overcome this and to not only become a better person, but soon you're going to be an adult. To become a better adult, we have to figure out how to balance that, and we have to figure out how to be the most efficient worker that we can be. So today I'm going to talk about that, how you can be more efficient, how you can work smarter and not necessarily harder, and struggle less in class. Okay, so let's dive into some of those things. So I have 4 reasons that I think you could be struggling: distractions, procrastination, the system, and knowledge. So just distractions, they're everywhere. We're working online, and online is where all of the distractions are these days. We have technology and cell phones that are constantly pulling us away from what we need to do to something that we would rather do, which kind of goes into procrastination. But to ease our struggle, we really have to learn how to create less distractions in our workspace. We have to put things down. We have to not click something. We have to say no to some things, and create a work environment for us that is not full of distractions. So we're going to talk about that. Everybody procrastinates. I procrastinate all the time. I know there's things that I need to get done, but there's other things that I want to do beforehand. And it's all about setting a priority and setting a list and just doing it. So we're going to talk about how we can avoid procrastination. And then I'm going to talk about the IA system. If you really don't get how IA works, or you're afraid to ask, you're going to struggle. You have to understand the system that you're working in to be successful in that system. So there's a couple key things that you just have to know and do every day to be successful. And if you do those things every day, you will be successful. I promise you that. You will pass your classes. Things will become very easy. It'll be a breeze, but you have to learn the system. So we're going to talk about those things. And then I just want to mention knowledge. I think at your age, even at my age, I am 34 now. I still think that there's a lot of things that I already know and I just don't have to learn them. That's ridiculous. I don't really know anything, and that means you really don't know anything. So we have to just accept the fact that there's some things that we have to learn in high school. Civics, world history, Pacific Northwest history, these are all things that are very important to our lives, and they're important because we have to have them to graduate. So we just have to come to this place in life where we say, okay, you know what? I don't see the value in this now, but I trust my teacher and I trust people around me, and I'm going to use this later. And once we can just say that out loud, and let go of the fact that, we don't know some things and we have to learn them, I think the easier it's going to be. So let's dive into distractions, procrastinations, and the system. So to be successful working online, you have to make your space distraction free. I know that sounds crazy and really hard to do, but that is the biggest reason that you are probably struggling. My cell phone is attached to me 24/7. I love Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I play fantasy football. I do everything on my cell phone. When I am working, my cell phone is next to me, but it is silent and it is turned upside down so I do not see the notifications that are coming in. Bonus, it also saves your battery. Didn't know that until this year. Great little trick there. But for me to be successful online teacher, to not struggle with my job, I have to remove my distractions. So I don't even open Facebook tab on my computer. I don't open my fantasy football league tab on my computer. I don't open YouTube. I don't do any of that. If I'm sitting at my desk and it is work time, I only have things open that are related to work. Now, don't get me wrong. I take breaks. I check my football. I check my fantasy football team. I talk with my husband. I talk with my friends, but on the time that I have set aside for my break. So I use my alarm that's on my phone, and I actually set these spaces of time aside. I work in 45-minute blocks. So I'll set my alarm for 45 minutes. I turn my phone on silent, turn my phone over, and I work for 45 minutes. I have a list of things that I need to get done. And when my alarm goes off, I step away. I check my Facebook. I call people. I get up. I move around. I go eat some food. And I'll break for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'll sit back down and set my alarm again and go through that routine again. I have to plan my day between work and friends or work and life. That's the only way that I'm going to get things done. So I work in a room with nobody else. I work in a room, I have some music, I have some things that kind of make it easier for me to focus, but that's it. I'm not working around friends. I have a plan to socialize with my friends later, or the plan to meet up with my family later when work is done. But other than that, my distractions are none. I can't afford them. And I think you're getting to the point too where you can't afford them as well. So you really have to start thinking about it that way. Can I afford to be on Facebook right now? Can I afford to be on Snapchat right now? The answer is no. So you just have to, make that decision and make that happen. So if you can eliminate distractions, you're going to be very successful. Procrastination, right? It's the act of delaying or postponing something. Yeah, totally get that. There's lots of things in life that I don't want to do and I'll put it off to the very end. But it only makes those things worse. And then usually if I put things off to the very end, the quality of the thing that I was putting off is not nearly that great. So if I put off writing things or making videos for you guys, they turn out like crap and they're garbage. Same thing with you and your work. If you wait to do your work until the very last minute, it's not going to be good quality work. You're not going to score a high grade, and you're just going to have to redo it again anyways. So just know that you have to get it done and just do it. Set a goal for yourself and then reward yourself when you get that done. Whatever that reward can be. Maybe it is, I'm going to work on this paper until it's done, and then I'm going to go to the movies, then I'm going to go shopping, or I'm going to go out to get something to eat, or I'm just going to check Facebook, I'm going to Snapchat, I'm going to do whatever it is in your life that makes you happy. Make that your reward for getting something done. The biggest help for me when it comes to procrastination is that if I can break down a bigger task into smaller chunks, I only focus on those little chunks at a time, right? So like when I was making this video, right, it takes a long time to put that PowerPoint together. And I told myself, okay, I'm going to put this PowerPoint together, and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to call my husband. I'm going to go eat some lunch, and then I'm going to come back and make the video portion of it. That way I know that I am taking my breaks. I'm not burning myself out. I'm getting my big project done, but I'm only focusing on the smaller tasks one at a time. That makes a big project or a big assignment seem not so big, and it seems more doable. So that's a really great way to get out of the procrastination funk and to get yourself set up for success. So if you're not understanding the IA system, you're going to have huge, huge struggles. So I think there's 5 pieces of the IA system that you have to know and have to interact with every day in order to be successful. It's the learning planning contract, your email, working with your teachers, checking your feedback, and maybe working in only one class a day. Okay, so let's talk about these. That learning plan contract, it's in every single IA class. It is your to-do list for every single week. Use it as a checklist. Plan your day or your week off of this document. If you see an assignment on that LPC and you know it's going to be a huge assignment, maybe you need to set aside an entire day to get that one assignment done. So you're not working in any of your other classes. You are just working in, let's say, civics. You've got a big assignment in civics. That's okay. That's what that one a day means on this slide. Nobody's saying that you have to work in every IA class every day. You've got that LPC that tells you what needs to get done each week. Well, if you spend an entire day working on one class, you could get an entire week's worth of work done in that one day. So maybe Monday's going to be your civics day, then Tuesday's going to be your math day, Wednesday's your science, Thursday's your English, and Friday's your cooking class. You can absolutely set your schedule up that way. That can be really powerful if you're having troubles focusing, if you're having troubles getting into a topic or into a subject. If that's the only thing you're thinking about, your brain's going to be more apt to only focus on that and to only get the work done in that subject area. So that's what I really recommend you're doing if you're having a difficult time with that. You have to check your email every single day. Your email, your teachers are sending you really important information that can help you in class. It can make class easier. It can ease your struggle. But if you're not checking those emails, or if you're not communicating with your teachers who are not robots, then we don't know how to help you. We don't know that you're struggling. We want you to succeed. We want you to graduate. We don't want you to be in our class 2 years in a row. We want you to move on. So we're going to do everything that we possibly can to help you do that. But we're not mind readers. So you have to reach out to us and you have to let us know that you need that you need some help. So checking your email every day, every hour in IA is super important. And then emailing your teachers when you need help or when you just feel like I'm going to punch my computer. Email your teacher. Let them know that. Let them know that you're frustrated and that you're struggling. We are here to help you. I'm certainly here to help you. Your teachers are leaving you feedback on your assignments. So if you turn in something and it's garbage, we're going to let you know that. But we're also going to let you know what you can do to fix that. Read that feedback and do exactly what your teacher is asking you to do. Then you're not, doing this assignment 4 or 5 or 6 times. You've done it once. Your teacher's given you feedback. Do exactly what your teacher is asking you and then turn it in again. That feedback is really easy to find. Just go back into the Units tab, click on the assignment that you did not do well on, and there's a little hyperlink with a date. Just click that hyperlink and you'll see your response and your teacher's feedback. Super easy. A really great way to make class more streamlined and to make your struggle less, because teachers do spend a lot of time offering you feedback. So here's my suggestions for how you can get yourself back on track. And it is pretty easy. So it's 5 steps. Step 1, you have to come face to face with that LPC. Print it out, cross off all the work that you have already done and passed. Then add up all the work that you have left to do. Divide that number by 7, which is the number of weeks that we have left right now, or if you're doing this next week or the week after, or however many weeks we have left until January 22nd. Then that number is going to tell you how many assignments you have to get done each week to finish on time. Maybe that number is 3. Maybe that number is 10. But at least now you know how many assignments I need to do in this class to finish by by January 22nd. So after you have that number, you can go on to step 2, which is make a plan. So now that you know how many assignments a week you need to get done, go back to the LPC and create your own weekly schedule. Just maybe draw lines between the assignments and say, nope, these 4 I'm going to get done this week. And then these 5 I'm going to do next week. These 3 I'm going to do the week after that. Just make sure that at the end of that plan, right, all the assignments are done. So if I've done step 1 and it says I need to do 4 assignments a week, I'm going to really try to shoot for 4 assignments a week on that LPC. Okay. So once you've figured out, okay, how many assignments I have to do, when I'm going to do them, then just execute your plan. Just do it. As soon as you get stuck or you have a question or you need support, you do step 4, which is email the teacher, right? When the plan hits the fan, you email the teacher. Let them know how it's going. Let them know what you're struggling with. Let them know, hey, here's my plan, but here's the roadblock that I'm running into. I will help you, and any of your teachers I are going to help you problem solve that so that you can get back on track, which is, of course, step 5. Okay. And that this is where the whole "we are not robots" things. We're not evil people. We're not making these classes to be as hard as it possibly can be. We're trying to make these classes fun and engaging, and we want you to enjoy them. So we're here to help. And like I said again, we're not mind readers. We don't know when you're struggling. You have to let us know that. Okay, so there's your 5 steps for getting back on track. Come face to face with the LPC, make a plan, execute that plan. When it hits the fan, email your teacher, and then just get back right on track, right? So pretty easy, not too difficult. So here is my suggestion for how to start every single day. And this is pretty much how I start my day as well, right? So get up, eat some food, drink some water, check your Facebook, check your Snapchat, check your fantasy, all that kind of good stuff, okay? And settle in for a successful day of work. Review those LPCs that you have made yourself. Decide what class or 2 you'll be working in that day, if that's how you want to do it. And then literally write a priority list. Get a notebook, write down, okay, what are the things that I have to get done today? So avoid that procrastination. Just face the music. What do I need to get done today? Write it down. And then estimate how much time you're going to need to get each one of those things done. So that way you know, okay, I'm going to need 30 minutes here for this, and then I can take a break. Or, man, I might need like 2 solid hours for this. So at least you're kind of planning out your day and planning out how much time it's going to take. And then just dive in, right? Set your phone's alarm for that first priority list number and get to work. Like I said, I work in 45-minute blocks. So set your alarm, put your phone on silent, flip it over, and then print things out as you need to. You can print out your assignments, you can print out the readings, you can print out things that you find online. Sometimes that makes it easier for people who are struggling with IA. You can print out anything. So print it out, use a highlighter, learn how you want to learn, and then just submit your work through IA. Just make sure that you're still logged into IA before you submit any of that awesome work that you're doing. If you do not see your name in the upper right-hand corner of the IA homepage, or if it just says guest, it means you're not logged in. So I always suggest log out and log back in, then at least you know, okay, I'm in and my work's going to be safe. Right? So take a break once that alarm goes off, and then just repeat the cycle, right? Get right back to it until your list is done for the day, right? So work, break, and just keep plowing through it until you are done. And then some kids have done this in the past. I think it's awesome. You're more than welcome to do it too. At the end of the day, you can email me and just say, hey, dude, I totally rocked today. Here's what I got done. This is what I had fun doing. This is what really annoyed me. Whatever, right? That's kind of a nice way to end your day. Then when you send that email off, you know, okay, my day's done and I'm off to do exactly what I want to do. So this is my recommendation for how you can start every day and set your day up so that it's positive and fun and not so much a struggle. So I know that you want to do well in school. I know that you want to graduate. I know that you're struggling, and I know that you feel kind of stuck and that you just don't know what to do. I know that. I know I'm not seeing you face to face every day, but I sense that. I know that. I want you to know that I really do care about you, and I want you to do well and to graduate. I don't want you to take this class again from me or anybody else in the future. I want you to see your goals reached, and I want you to do well in life. I know that you're smart. I know that you can figure this out. I know that you can do this. Lots of kids have done IA successfully in the past, and you can be one of those kids. I know that this is going to be really hard, but that's okay. Hard things are just hard, not impossible, right? I know it's really hard to put down the phone. I know it's really hard to not, check on those notifications, but it's almost like an addiction. And if you want to be a successful student, a successful adult, have a good job, not get fired from a job, you have to learn how to minimize your distractions and your procrastinations. Like I said, it's going to be hard, but that's okay. Work is hard. Life is hard. This will be a drop in the bucket, I promise you. I want you to know that I'm here to help. Even if you screw up 1,000 times, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you continue to get back up, you make some changes, and you try to do your very best, I'm going to help you along the way 100%. Um, I'll say this again, right? I'm not a mind reader, so I need you to know that you have to let me know when you're struggling. You have to email me. You have to send me a text message. That's the only way that I'm going to know that I need to step up to the plate a little bit here and get you through some tough times. Okay. So that's a little picture of me. As you can tell, I also love SpongeBob. I think he's awesome and hilarious. So if you're willing to step up to the plate and help yourself, I'm willing to go to bat for you as well and make your time at Internet Academy successful as it possibly can be. I'm here to help you graduate. That's my number one goal. And please let me know how I can, what I can do to help you reach that goal. So I really hope this video helped. If you could give me some feedback and let me know if it was helpful or not, I would appreciate it. And if not, I'm just looking forward to seeing you soon in class. Thanks, guys.